Nectarines are kind of fun because anything that you could do with a peach, you can actually do with a nectarine. So today I'm making nectarine jam. It's actually really easy. I start by blanching my nectarines. Now these particular ones are overripes, and so they're kind of perfect for this. They don't look perfect, but for making jam, it'll do. After I've blanched and peeled my nectarines, I just cut them in half and pull out the pits. Ideally, you want to get freestone fruit for this because the pits tend to come out a little bit more easily. The clings tend to hold onto that pit and make it a little harder to pull out. Now I'll need 4 cups worth of fruit, so I'll start out by putting 6 nectarines in my blender. You could mash these if you wanted, but I've found that I actually prefer putting it through the blender just on a really low speed because I still want to have fruit in there, but it's so much easier. Sometimes when I peel out the pit, there'll be just a little bit that sticks to the edge, and so I want to make sure that I get that because it's not very pleasant. Now I'll turn it on and do it just until it's blended. I don't want to do it for too long. I don't want to liquefy it. And then I'll check my level. And it's actually at exactly 4 cups, so I'll stop just with the 5. Now I'll add my 4 cups of mashed or pureed nectarines into my pot, and I'll add 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice, 6 tablespoons of pectin, and half of a teaspoon of butter to cut down on the foam. Then I'll place this on the stove and bring it to a boil. Now that it's come to a boil, I'll add 6 cups worth of sugar. I'll stir that in well and then bring it back to a boil. Now that it's come back to a boil, I'll set my timer for 1 minute, and I'll stir continuously to make sure that it doesn't scorch. I'll fill my half-pint jars up to 1/4 of an inch of headspace, which is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. Really is kind of a pretty color, reminiscent of the peaches, but it has that characteristic nectarine taste. I'll then use a clean damp cloth to wipe off the rim of my jars so that if anything got on the edge, it won't interfere with the seal. I'll place my lids and rings on until they're fingertip tight. I'm using Superb lids today. These are my new favorite. They're an American-made company, and they actually have really good quality. They have this big squishy blue seal, which does such a good job of adhering to my jars and keeping a seal. In fact, they stay sealed for up to 36 months as opposed to the 18 months that my old jar lids used to. I have a link as well as a coupon code in my description below. Now place these in my boiling water bath submerged by 1 to 2 inches of water, and I'll process them for 10 minutes if I'm at sea level. I'm at 1,200 feet, so I'll process them for 15. But I won't start my timer until after they start to boil. Now that my timer is done, I'll remove the lid, turn off the heat, and let it cool for 5 minutes. I place the jars on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart so that they can cool quickly. I'll leave them there for 24 hours so that they can get a good seal. I know that they have a good seal if the center of the lid has depressed down. If it has, then I remove the ring, wash the outside with hot soapy water, and store them in a cool, dry, dark location, like my pantry, and use them in the next 1 to 3 years. If any of them didn't seal, I would place it in the refrigerator and use it right away. So the taste tester, it's so good. I mean, it's just, if you like nectarines, you will like nectarine jam because it's just that lovely nectarine flavor with the nice set and just perfect for putting on any number of breads, desserts, and maybe even meat.